All right, the entity is amplifying plane activity. This is indeed group stalking. And the people of the state are engaged in surveillance in a parking lot. I'm going to read their license plate right now. This is a plane that is amplified in volume, and the entity that's monitoring on my phone is group stalking while a fake sun remains over me. This is the land of these allegedly affluent and upper class. I've lived in Orange County before, and I will be clear, there is no respect of persons. There's nothing impressive about a demon-possessed entity that just lives in a different zip code and has a higher income bracket. Let me show you the fake sun that is not over, the light source, which is not the natural environment such that the sun is over Town Place Suites by Marriott at the same. So this is demonic pacing, a demon in this plane over here. This is amplification, while another demon is group stalking in commercial airline planes. This implicates John Wayne Airport, a state facilitating venue. They are indeed group stalking, just like the Ontario International Airport, and they are also engaging in this conduct because they fail to recognize they are not protecting the people of the state while they stalk in aircrafts. The people of the state are group stalking with the government under all circumstances. This Texas license plate was documented last night. This is called surveillance, and it's called impunity. The entity goes to federal prison for this. This is license SZH4035. This is a fake sun that at the exact same time, 11:03 a.m., while I am in Monrovia, California, which is in Los Angeles County, where the entity kept a fake sun over Town Place Suites by Marriott at the intersection of Myrtle and Huntington, and I'm standing directly in front of that hotel in the same parking lot where I am at 6 p.m. and where I am showing you that light source that's over that same parking lot. That's non-movement of that which is not the sun, which is not the natural environment. It is speaking to a pattern of conduct. In the same way, you're recognizing the pattern of conduct when I'm in an entirely different region. This is Orange County. And there is no shared sky space. So what is over my head while I'm standing on the patio area of the Best Western in Newport Beach is not over Monrovia, Town Place Suites by Marriott at the intersection of Huntington and Monrovia. And it is certainly not over my head at Alvarado Gardens regarding what is supposedly the sun. But you know, under all circumstances, the sun is not remaining stationary at any location for 12 plus hours, which is the state's pattern of conduct. This is recognizing very heavily demon-possessed people who are engaged in the statewide system of federal group stalking and monitoring, and it is demonic. Okay, it's criminal first, and it's government criminal activity, and it is demonic second. Both relevant for prosecution for terrorism in the state of California, and that was demonic pacing. That was terrorism that the entity engaged in through planes. The entity is group stalking with the government. Everything that you are hearing in the environment, it is the entity doing nothing other than posing the highest threat while the state directly participates. So when you hear sirens, it's nothing but audible activity. You're in the specific environment. When you hear helicopter activity, that's the highest threat because it's in the specific environment. The entity is focused on you and is group stalking you. And then when they know that you're documenting, i.e. the Title 18 criminal conduct, and they continuously engage in it, it's relevant to that government's prosecution. There's no police department or sheriff's department that's anonymous in the specific environment. Those demons, that impossible sound of traffic is heard inside of the rooms. Those are sex offenders who are demons, and the fake sun, as you recognize, goes from the front of the entrance of this hotel when I'm there at 10:30 at the front entrance over there. If that was the sun, then I would be facing in that direction to get that angle where I was at the entrance. The fake sun moves as I move, but you know that because I'm not at Monrovia, and neither is this. This isn't the sun. This is a light source that you would see if you're in Louisiana looking up in the sky right now. That's not the one exclusive sun. That's a light source. And I am exposing what is, first of all, demonic activity, while a government is engaged in criminal surveillance and has engaged in an ongoing conspiracy to murder and or permanently kidnap in that specific environment where you identify a mental illness with regard to targeting someone that you do not know for no reason, there is no justification as far as the Lord Jesus is concerned. And there's also no justification actually under existing law. There is no basis of probable cause or reasonable suspicion for the government at all. And it doesn't exist while it does it maliciously through the people of the state. And that's why a fake sun is over a hotel where I'm located. And it's nowhere, anywhere in Ontario, California, nowhere near the venue as I documented same time of year in July of 2022. It's not over Alvarado Gardens, seen through over the top of my head while I'm at my apartment building 1806, while it's still directly above me in this manner, but I'm facing building 1806 as I go from my leasing office at building 1810 North Alvarado Street in Los Angeles. That's not this, and it's right here over me. This is my shadow. This is the entity engaging in stalking with airplanes on both sides of my person is what that was, while a demon, they're maintaining surveillance in a parking lot, and this is ongoing impunity. sitting there, and in the same way the traffic, it's not traffic, it's criminal presence. That's impunity. Reporting to work, checking in and out of the hotels, this is a statewide system that's going to be addressed under federal law, because an American citizen has a right to not be subject to it. And as the entity will engage in posing a threat to your life, engaging the P.O.C. in any regard is the engagement in a series of federal crimes, including the conspiracy to murder and or permanently kidnap someone. And while you want to engage in terrorism with a corrupt government that is mentally ill, while they're demon possessed, you will find yourself in many places, including with regard to being prosecuted as a terrorist, a domestic enemy. You're talking about federal prison, okay? So while accessing the vehicle, that's light activity. Going into the pool, this is methods of surrounding, and they're doing it under a fake sun. They were already documented by license plate, that's P.O.C. And it's demonic pacing. Smile on their face, light activity, criminal facilitation. All right, it is currently, again, 11:09 a.m. Sex offenders are all around you of a condition that they don't want you to know about in an environment that is irreconcilable. This is not creating any sunlight bouncing off of the windows of Town Place Suites by Marriott, such that the shape of those windows are appearing on the side of that building. And there's no sun that's going to remain over that parking lot of that same hotel where the entity is engaged in criminal summoning, as I documented, and sunlight's hitting the hotel wall on the inside of my hotel room on the 4th floor, room 417, such that you can see it while facing Myrtle and Huntington after at 6:22, 7 o'clock in the evening. This is irreconcilable. This is the P.O.C. And that was demonic right there. While you document terrorism by the people, they're going to be prosecuted. 90 TB 461, that's impunity, that's malice. And that's the government that's relying on that conduct. And while you want to be an agent for the government, prepare to go to federal prison, because many government actors are going to federal prison. All right, this is P.O.C.